Hello friends, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal. My name is Rupinder Aul and I am speaking to you from New Jersey, USA. Recently, I have heard about many painful cases related to dowry, marriage problems, financial pressure, and daughters suffering after marriage in India. These stories touched my heart deeply. That is why I decided to make this video. Today, I want to tell you about one important way families can think ahead and protect their daughter's future after marriage. For this, I will use one term, prenup. Prenup is very common in the USA. Its full name is prenuptial agreement. In simple words, it means a written agreement made before marriage, where both husband and wife clearly decide money, property, loans, business, jewelry, and financial responsibilities. In today's video, I will explain in very simple language what a prenup is, why it is useful, and how it can help protect daughters, families, and even honest relationships. Imagine this. Before marriage, a boy and a girl say, "We love each other." But what will happen if something goes wrong in the future? What about money, house, business, loans, jewelry, and family property? Some people may say, "Why are you talking about divorce before marriage? This is a bad sign." But in law, a prenup is not a bad sign. A prenup is like a financial seatbelt. We do not wear a seatbelt because we want an accident. We wear it for safety. In the same way, a prenup is not made because people want divorce. It is made to keep things clear and safe. In today's video, we will learn what is a prenup? Why do people make it? What papers are needed? How does it become legal? What can be written in it? What cannot be written in it? What is its position in India, USA, and UK? And is a prenup only for rich people? What is a prenup? Prenup means prenuptial agreement. It is also called a premarital agreement. In simple words, a prenup is a written paper made before marriage. The future husband and wife write in it how money and property will be handled after marriage. It can also say what will happen if there is divorce or separation in the future. A prenup can talk about house, money, savings, loans, business. It is for clear understanding. Both may have loans. Both may support parents. Both may have property. Some people may have children from an earlier marriage. Some people may have business or immigration issues. So, the real purpose of a prenup is clarity, fairness, protection, honesty. A prenup is not against love. Prenup is not a new idea. It is not only from Hollywood movies. This idea is thousands of years old. Long ago, marriage was not only about love, marriage was also about families, land, money, property, social rules, protection. In ancient times, people used marriage contracts to write financial rights. In Jewish tradition, there is a marriage contract called ketubah. It was made to protect the woman, especially if her husband died or if there was divorce. So, even long ago, people understood one thing: marriage has emotions, but it also has legal and money duties. Prenup was not always made to protect rich men. In many places, it was made to protect women, royal families, and property. In old times, kings, queens, and rich families used marriage for alliances. Marriage could join two kingdoms. Land could move from one family to another. Dowry and inheritance were very important. Today, most people do not have kingdoms, but people may have family house, business, land, stocks, jewelry, pension, inheritance, YouTube channel, brand, digital income. Earlier, people protected kingdoms. Today, people protect family property and future money. How did prenup become law? In the USA, many states recognize prenups, but rules are not the same everywhere. Family law is mostly state law. So, New Jersey, New York, California, Florida, and Texas may have different rules. In many places, a prenup should be written, signed, made before marriage, started after marriage happens. In some states, signatures, witnesses, or notary may be needed. On screen text. Rule. State law matters. Always ask a local lawyer. How does a prenup become strong? A good prenup should follow some important rules. 1. It should be written. A verbal promise is not enough. It should be written on paper. 2. It should be signed before marriage. Usually, a prenup is signed before marriage. If a similar agreement is made after marriage, it may be called a postnup. 3. Both people should agree freely. No one should be forced. No pressure, no threat, no emotional blackmail, no last minute pressure before the wedding. 4. Both people should tell the truth about money. Both sides should honestly share income, property, loans, bank money, business, retirement money, debts, financial duties. 5. Both should have separate lawyers. It is better if both people have their own lawyer. One lawyer should not advise both sides together. 6. It should be fair. The prenup should not be extremely unfair to one person. If it is too one sided, the court may not accept it. 7. It should be signed properly. Some places need a notary. Some places need witnesses. Rules depend on the state or country. 8. Attach money details. It is good to attach a list of assets and debts. That means a clear list of what each person owns and owes. Papers needed for a prenup. Now let us talk about the documents. A prenup is not only about fancy words. The most important part is honest money information. Personal papers, passport, driver license, state ID, social security number if needed, marriage date, current address, old divorce papers, if any, income papers, salary slips, job letter, tax returns, business income papers, pension proof, rental income proof, investment income proof, bank papers, checking account statements, savings account statements, fixed deposits, CD accounts, money market accounts, foreign bank accounts, property papers, house deed, mortgage papers, property tax papers, home value report, rental property papers, land papers, property in India or another country, business papers, LLC papers, company papers, partnership papers, business value report, profit and loss statement, business bank account details, business loans, debt papers, credit card balance, student loans, personal loans, car loans, mortgage loans, business loans, tax dues, investment papers, stock, mutual funds, brokerage accounts, retirement accounts, 401 IRA pension, crypto records, if any, life insurance papers, family and inheritance papers, will, trust papers, family property papers, jewelry value, gifts received before marriage, expected inheritance papers, if known, special papers, immigration money promises, if any, child support from old marriage, alimony from old marriage, parents' financial support duties, draft copies of prenup, money disclosure papers, voiceover line. The most important part of a prenup is not difficult language. The most important part is honest money disclosure. What can be written in a prenup? A prenup can usually talk about who owns property from before marriage, how property bought after marriage will be divided, how joint bank accounts will be used, how separate bank accounts will be used, who owns the business, who pays which debt, who pays mortgage, how inheritance will be protected, what happens to family jewelry, What happens to gifts? What happens to retirement money? Who handles taxes, life insurance, spousal support if local law allows estate planning after death? Which state or country's law will apply? What cannot be written in a prenup? A prenup cannot control everything. Usually, you cannot finally decide child custody in a prenup. You cannot unfairly reduce child support. You cannot write illegal things. You cannot write strange personal rules like wife must always keep this much weight or husband must visit family every Sunday or pay a fine. These types of rules may not work in court. You also cannot protect abuse, cheating, cruelty, or illegal action. On screen text, child support belongs to the child. Parents cannot bargain it away. When can a court reject a prenup? A court may reject a prenup fully or partly if one person hid money or property, one person lied, one person was forced to sign, one person did not understand the language. It was signed at the last minute under pressure. One person did not get a chance to talk to a lawyer. The agreement was very unfair. Signatures or notary were not done properly. Money disclosure was incomplete. The agreement went against public policy. It had wrong rules about child support or custody. That is why using only a downloaded template can be risky. A template can be a starting point, but a real prenup should be made according to the couple's real life. There was a businessman named Rajiv. He worked very hard and made a small restaurant chain. He was going to marry Neha. Neha was educated, had a job, and had her own savings. Rajiv's parents said, "Do not make a prenup, the relationship will break." Neha's friends said, "Prenup means he does not trust you." But Neha said something mature: "Prenup is not the opposite of trust. Prenup means clarity." So both of them hired separate lawyers. They shared all money details honestly. They wrote, "Rajiv's business from before marriage will stay his separate property. If Neha works in the business after marriage, her work will be fairly recognized. Neha's retirement savings will stay separate. A house bought together will belong to both. Loans will be clearly explained." They got married. They did not get divorced. They never even used the prenup. But one good thing happened. Before marriage, both learned the truth about money. They learned who has loans, who has savings, who supports parents, who owns what their money habits are. This is the hidden benefit of a prenup. It forces financial honesty before marriage. Prenup in India. In India, prenup is not as clear and strong as in the USA. In India, marriage is mostly controlled by personal laws. Prenups do not have one clear law for everyone. But sometimes courts may look at such agreements to understand the couple's financial intentions. So, for Indian people, the important point is before making a prenup in India, talk to a family lawyer. Do not make it only like a divorce contract. It is better to make it like a paper for money clarity, property understanding, inheritance planning, honest financial disclosure, mutual understanding. In India, laws like personal law, contract law, maintenance rights, and public policy can matter. Voiceover line. In the USA, prenup is a more structured legal tool. In India, the idea is growing, but its power depends on the case. Famous UK prenup story. In the UK, there was a famous case called Radmacher v. Granatino. In this case, the UK Supreme Court gave importance to a prenup. The court said that if adults freely sign an agreement with understanding, then the court should not ignore it easily. The main message was if both people understand the agreement, sign it freely, and it is fair, then it can have importance. Earlier, some people thought a prenup was just a piece of paper, but modern courts have started saying if people signed it freely and fairly, it matters. Is prenup only for rich people? No. Prenup is not only for rich people. It can help if you have a house, you have a business, you have loans, you are marrying for the second time, you have children from an old marriage, you support your parents, you expect inheritance, you have property in another country, you want to protect family property, you have a YouTube channel, brand, or business. Today, prenup can also matter for digital assets. For example, suppose someone started a YouTube channel before marriage. After marriage, the channel becomes monetized. Then questions can come. Who owns the channel? Who gets the income? What about brand deals? What about copyright? What about videos and content? So, modern prenup is not only about land and gold, it can also be about digital money and online business. Step by step process to make a prenup. Step 1, talk honestly. Both partners should calmly talk. They can ask, what do we want to protect? What is fair? What about loans? What about parents? What about children? What about property? What about saving? Step 2, each person gets a lawyer. Both people should have separate lawyers. This makes the agreement stronger and fairer. Step 3, share all money details. Both people make a list of what they own and what they owe. Step 4, lawyer writes the agreement. The lawyer writes rules about property, loans, business, inheritance, support, insurance, taxes, other money matters. Step 5, give enough time to read. Both people should get enough time. Do not sign it one day before the wedding. That can look like pressure. Step 6, talk and make changes. A prenup should not be forced. Both sides can ask for changes. Step 7, sign properly. Both people sign it. If needed, witnesses and notary are used. Step 8, keep copies safe. Both people keep signed copies. The lawyer may also keep a copy. A digital backup is also useful. Step 9, update it when life changes. Life changes. Maybe business grows. Maybe a child is born. Maybe a big house is bought. Maybe the couple moves to another country. Maybe the law changes. Then the couple may need to update the agreement. Common mistakes. The biggest mistake is hiding money or property. Other mistakes are using an online template without a lawyer, signing at the last minute, forcing the other person, not giving the partner a lawyer, trying to decide child support unfairly, adding emotional punishment rules, not telling about foreign property, never reviewing the agreement again. How to start the prenup talk. Talking about prenup can feel difficult, but it can be said in a kind way. You can say, I am marrying you because I trust our relationship. A prenup is not for planning divorce, it is for financial clarity. Or, let us discuss our money life honestly so there is no misunderstanding later. Or, this agreement is not only to protect me, it is to protect both of us. Or, let us both talk to separate lawyers so everything is fair. If prenup is discussed rudely, it can hurt the relationship. If it is discussed maturely, it can make the relationship clearer. Emotional side of prenup. Prenup is not only a legal paper, it is also an emotional test. It shows how your partner sees money, whether your partner is honest, whether any debt is hidden, how much family pressure exists, how responsible both people are, how both people understand fairness. Sometimes a prenup discussion may break a relationship, but sometimes it can save a relationship. Why? Because truth comes out before marriage. Final message. Prenup does not mean love is less. Prenup means the financial future is clear. Marriage is not only about emotions. Marriage also includes law, money, family, property, inheritance, rights, duties. responsibility. Long ago, marriage contracts were often made to protect women. Today, a prenup can protect both partners. If the agreement is fair, voluntary, honest, and made with proper legal help, then it can be a powerful planning tool. Love comes from the heart. Financial clarity comes from the mind. A successful marriage needs both heart and mind. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Your support truly encourages me to bring you more useful, interesting, and knowledge based videos like this. Please also share your thoughts in the comments and let me know what topic you would like me to cover next. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.